it's been a week, I guess. We went live on different platforms. So yes, I do go live on YouTube every Sunday. But then this Sunday we have a Pune meetup. So I don't know how many of you registered for yourself for the Pune meetup. And so yeah, so that's the plan for Sunday. But that's why we are going live today. But then instead of going live on YouTube, we went live on three different platforms. So at the same time, we are on YouTube, but then not on the same channel. We are on Navin Reddy. I'm not sure if I'm properly audible there, and that's why I'm using the headphones. Uh, and okay, so we are live on Instagram, and we are not Instagram. We are live on Facebook, and we are live on LinkedIn. Okay, so topic for today is a bit different, and this is about, so this is not tech, this is not programming, this is more about education. In fact, from last few days, or in fact, last few months, I've been talking to multiple people. So I went to multiple colleges, I'm talking to corporate people, and they have this one question. See, the one thing we all realized is one of the best way to learn something nowadays is with the help of videos, right? So yes, we can do. You can learn stuff online with the help of blogs. You can learn using articles. We have books available. But one of the most trending things nowadays, if you want to learn something, is with videos, and that's why most of the platforms nowadays, if you can see, we have Udemy, we have YouTube, we have Udacity. All these platforms, they will teach you stuff using videos, and that's one of the most, what do you say, growing stuff in the field now, educational videos. So all the big leaders, they went from books. In fact, they are also publishing books, but then they are focusing more on videos now as well. In fact, some book publications, which I've been talking to, even they are moving to the video world. So I got a call from some few of the publishers. They were into book publication, but now they also want to focus on videos because that's the future, right? People are preferring to use videos or to watch videos than reading books. And that's where I wondered, how difficult it is to make videos. Because I'm doing this from last 5 years now. And when I started, it was not that good. Everything was, it was not that cool. So now the way we make videos now is very different from how we started. So now we use green screen. You can see we have a green screen there. We also use, I'm supposed to look at that as well, right? Okay. So yeah, so we use green screen. We have a good machine where we edit videos. We have good mic, which I'm using which I'm making the videos. So it's great. So everything is in the place now. But when I started, it was not that. Okay, so I was not having any good instrument or good tools to use. And that's how everyone starts. So I was talking to one of my friends recently, and then we were discussing about how to get into this educational videos, and even if you make videos, how to generate revenue. So there are two aspects of making educational videos. One, because you want to earn, and second is to help people, right? See, when I started YouTube, my main focus was not to uh, okay, just to check if everything is going well in the platform. So when I started YouTube, my main aim was not to earn money. The main aim was to help people, and then while helping people, if I can, earn, that's a good thing. But that was never a plan to, actually earn from these things, right? Uh, let's just twist this camera a bit. I don't know if we can properly. Okay. Yeah, so there was nothing of no, there was no plan to earn from it, but then if you can, then why not, right? That's the thing. So if you can earn, that's a good thing. Uh, but then helping people was the main motto. So when you make educational content, so you will be having this question: what is your main motto? So when you want to make educational videos, is it to earn or to help people? Now, I mean, of course, right? You have a different approach in both the cases. If you want to earn, you'll be taking a different approach. If you just want to help people, you'll be using different approach. So I want to focus more on the approach side of helping people, not earning money. But again, I will give you tips on that as well, if in case if you are thinking about earning money from YouTube as well or from any other platforms. Okay. So let me just check if people can see me live here. Okay, yeah. Uh, yeah, so I will give you tips on both the side to help people and to to earn money. So let's start with the helping people concept. So let's say if you know a technology or if you work on technology from a long time, doesn't matter. It may be a niche technology, it may be a very general technology. So let's say programming itself. So maybe you are good with Python, you're good with Java, you're good with DevOps, you're good with maybe Agile concept, and you want to make videos. You want to teach people. See, one of the best way to teach is you can take a classroom sessions and you can help them. But the other approach which we follow nowadays is to to make videos and help people. So if you want to make a video, it's very easy. You can just take one of the best device which you have with you, which is your camera. So you can take a camera, you can record yourself, and that's it. Everything is done, right? That's the easiest way. But there's only one problem. You might be thinking, hey, the quality of the camera is not that good. How can we improve that? That's fine, right? It doesn't matter because see, when you make a content, and if you are making it free initially, no one expect that you will give 100% quality. They will expect you to give good content, right? See, the most important thing nowadays is content. You have to make amazing content. The video quality, the audio quality is not that important initially. What's important is we should be making videos which should give some value to the users. Example, let's say if you let's take an example of movies itself. So I'm a big fan of Bollywood movies when they are good. So, okay, I don't watch all Bollywood movies, but let's talk about two major directors we have. One is Karan Johar, right, and then on the other hand we have let's say Anurag Kashyap. Now, when they make these movies, they are very different movies, right? Now, if you talk about Karan Johar movies, it's more of awesome camera, awesome sounds, right? On the other hand, when you talk about movies like, let's say, one of my favorite movie, Gang of Wasseypur, we don't have good lights, we don't have good audio. It's more of content, right? So people watch movies not because of, it's not because of they provide good video. It's because of they provide good content, right? So if you can create great content, no one will focus on your no one will focus on the quality of the video. Yes, it is important, right? So when you let's say if you expand your reach and then if you want to make it more, uh, if you can make it uh, on a big platform, of course it will make sense for you to have good quality. But initially, what matters more is the video, is the content, not the video quality and the audio quality. So work on your content. So it doesn't matter what you know, it doesn't matter what you have learned before. What's important is uh, whatever you know, just start making the videos. Okay, it may be bad initially, but start making the videos. It will make sense. Now, once you start making videos, you can simply use your mobile phone, or if you have a webcam. So, because the live which I'm doing on LinkedIn is using webcam, so you can see even webcam can give you good quality. So, nowhere I'm live on multiple platforms, but I'm not using any DSLR. Okay, so we do have DSLR, but then I'm not using it for this session. This is only webcam, mobile phone. But yes, I do. I'm using this mic for the audio. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm showing that on the Facebook and on LinkedIn. So I'm using this mic, but then you don't need this initially. Initially, you can simply go with any mic. In fact, you can also use your mobile phone uh, headphones or earphones, and that will work for sure. So you can use that. uh, start recording videos. Now that's only for the face recording if you want. But what if you want to make videos using the screen recording? So let's say if you want to teach programming, if you want to teach a technology, let's say if you want to teach how to use AWS, of course you need to share your screen. Or maybe you can also record PPTs, right? That's one of the way you can teach. Now, even for PPTs, how will you record your screen? So of course you can use a mobile phone for your face, but you can't take a mobile phone and you can record the mobile screen, right? You need to record your screen as well. Now, for that, we have so many tools available. So you can just go to Google and if you search for Cam Studio. Now, Cam Studio is a software which I used when I started my YouTube journey for screen recording. So you can use it. It works well, right? It works amazing. So you can use that. Yeah. So you can use Cam Studio. I don't know if I can share my screen. Let me just share my laptop screen on LinkedIn. I can't do that on Facebook, unfortunately, because I'm not using my laptop for Facebook. I can share my screen. Let me just check if I can do that. Yeah, screen capture done. I'm adding my footage. Let me see if I can Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I'm not sure if you can see that. Oh, that's tricky. Doesn't matter. So what you can do is you can just go to Google and search for Cam Studio. That's a free software you can use. Otherwise, you can also use Camtasia. So we are using Camtasia for recording. You can use Camtasia for recording screen. You can use Camtasia for editing videos. Camtasia. Yeah. So, but then the only problem is it is a paid software, so you have to buy it. Otherwise, you can also use Adobe Premiere to edit videos. But if you're a vlogger, you make videos outdoor. If you want some animation effects and those stuff, you can use Adobe Premiere Pro or you can use Final Cut Pro. But initially, Camtasia, Camtasia will work for you, or you can use Cam Studio, which is free. You can also use OBS for the recording, and you can also go live on OBS. So I'm going live here with the help of Wirecast on LinkedIn, but you can use any free tool. Example, OBS works fine. A lot of my friends who are YouTubers, they have started with OBS. I never used OBS, unfortunately, but you can use that. So those are the tips regarding tools and stuff you can use. In fact, I'll be making more videos on tools and tips. I don't know if I've made some videos. If you know, you can just go to YouTube, search for Telesco, Camtasia, Telesco education videos. You will find few videos on how to record videos, how to edit them. The next important tip is very important. This is not related to tools. This is my experience, which I'm sharing on YouTube. On these platforms. So I've been doing this from last 6 years now. So 5 years on this channel, which is Telesco. Before that as well, I started making videos just to experiment and just to see how can you teach online. So I just wanted to do some experiments. Uh, yeah. So I was just doing some experiments and then I realized, every year, so not every year, every time I make a new course, I do some experiments. So when I started with Java, it was more of recording my face. So I was using a whiteboard and then I was recording everything on a whiteboard. It works well because, as an audience, you have to also understand what your audience exactly need, because sometimes what you think is different from what they expect, right? So when I started, it was more of I was responsible to make them understand what I'm thinking. So yes, whiteboard works well, right? But the moment you use whiteboard, you have to also make sure that your sound, because what if you're using recording with your mobile phone, the text might not be that clear because DSLR has a very crisp video, so of course you can see anything on DSLR, but that's not the case with mobile phones. Of course, if you're using high-end phones like maybe iPhone or any high-end phone, then it works well, but not with the case of normal phones. So that's one issue you have. Now, that's one way you can use whiteboard. Otherwise, you can also use writing pads. I don't know if you know this, we also have an option of writing pads because it was there somewhere. It should be there. Just I can't open my drawers. So you can also use writing pads. So what you can do is you can buy Wacom pad and you can use that. I have used that in some videos. So every year I do some experiments with different tools. It works well. So experiments always work. Sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it works. So that you can do. But there's one important tip, which is when you record a video, you have to understand the student expectations as well. So let's say when they search for you on Udemy, when they search for you on YouTube, they expect that you will be solving all their questions, which is practically not possible, but you can try. When you try to solve those problems, when you try to make them understand, you have to understand their understanding first, how much they know, and start with that. Example, when you're looking at the camera, and that's weird, okay? So when you talk to camera, that's very weird thing which I have faced in my YouTube journey. So start practicing in front of cameras. It will be weird initially because when you take a classroom sessions, you can actually see audience, but when you look at the camera, it's really weird. Uh, so that's one thing you have to practice. So you have to imagine that somebody is sitting behind your camera. So maybe you can imagine your student sitting here behind your camera, and then you can teach them. That's one thing you can do. Um, and every time you make a video, watch your video and try to understand or try to guess. Try to see what is going good with your videos, what is going bad. You have to be your own critic, right? So you can see, hey, something is wrong with the video. Maybe the pace was not that good, maybe the video content was not that good. So you have to also create that graph, so there's a span of course, if you make amazing content, of course they will watch a video, but there's also way to hook your audience, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that. So you have to hook your audience, right? So one way to hook your audience is make amazing content, right? And show what you're going to do in the first 6 seconds of your video. So if you simply say, hey, we are going to look at how to use palindrome in Java, maybe that will not be that impactful. What you can do is you can show the output in first 6 seconds. Okay, this is what you're going to build, and start with that. I have tried that in some of the videos, but I don't think I needed that at this point, because people know me, they know my content. So when they watch my content, they know what is coming. So maybe they will not close it, but you can try that. So make 6 second videos at the start. That perfectly works. What else? What else we can do? Yeah, so that's how you get started. Now, one of the thing about YouTube is anyone can make videos, but when it comes to Udemy or other platforms, especially if you talk about, let's say, Pluralsight or Udacity, you can't directly push videos there. You need to get authorized from the publications. One of the reasons why I'm not doing that, when I'm not posting my videos on, maybe, let's say, Pluralsight, is just that they have a policy. So if I make a video for them, I can't teach the same concept in other platforms, and I don't want to risk that. I love YouTube. I love my own platform, so I want to focus more on that. Uh, let's say if you make videos on Udemy, then you need good quality videos. So nowadays things are changing. It was not the same as initially, so you have to get uh, yeah. So you have to get a good tool set, maybe for good camera, good mic, and that's how you start. Yeah, those are the tips I wanted to give. In fact, I would like to give some more tips, but maybe in some other live session where we can also have questions. So I can see not a lot of people are watching this because they might not have been notified by YouTube, but I can surely pick up some questions. Yeah. So I'll try to answer some questions. If you are into education and if you want to make videos, let me know. I can answer that question. It's just that I can't see questions on LinkedIn. It should show me questions as well. I don't know what is wrong with LinkedIn. So if you are watching this on LinkedIn, just give me a ping so that I can know that you are watching this on LinkedIn. I can pick up some questions from YouTube as well and on Facebook. So for YouTube, I can see a lot of people are excited for Pune meetup. In fact, we still have some seats left for the Pune meetup. So if you want to bring your friends, ask them to register. Okay, now Ibrahim says Education Kingdom. That's Pune. Pune meetup on 20 October. Yeah, that's the for tomorrow. We have Pune meetup, and I'm excited. Okay. Suresh says, what motivates you always? See, it's not that I'm always motivated. It's just that every day when I get up, I need to see. I want to work. It's just that when you every day when you get up, you feel lazy, right? You procrastinate. You say, "Hey, let's do that afterwards. Let's do that after lunch. Let's do that tomorrow." So one thing I make sure. In fact, that's why maybe I'm lazy. That's why I'm like not making lot of videos. I'm just busy with some stuff. That's the reason I can give. But what motivates me is your comments. So every time I go to YouTube, I see your comments. When you say thanks for the video, it is helping you. I feel good. I feel motivated, and money as well. So when you can earn, why not? Okay, so we got a question. Thanks for talking about free recording softwares. I'm looking to creating content from next month. Oh, that's great. All the best. So you can use Cam Studio, which is free. You can also use OBS, which is free. Okay, question from Mr. Naidu. What to say that BT? Okay, what do you say that BTech third-year student in case of? Sorry, I didn't get your question. What should I say? You're doing good. You can use that. Okay, a few more questions. Unfortunately, I can't see questions on LinkedIn. Maybe you're not asking questions, or there's something wrong with the YouTube live. How can I see the questions here? So if you're live, if you're watching this live, just say at least hi. I will know if If YouTube is off it, LinkedIn is giving something. You can't see questions. I know what's wrong with LinkedIn. Okay, let me put some more questions. So I guess that's it. That's the live session where we talked about different stuff, about educational stuff. I will try to go live and talk about more about education. So if you can also follow me on Instagram, I'm there on Instagram. I'm there on, so you can follow me on Instagram using Navin Reddy Official. I'm there on LinkedIn. You can search for Navin Reddy Relisco. You can connect with me there as well. Okay, so we got hi on LinkedIn. Okay, so I should be updating you, right, before going live on LinkedIn. So we got hi from Ganapati Sarma. Hi. Okay, that's great. So, yeah. So we'll go live, and I should update you before going live, or we do that next time. What do you say to 30? Okay, so you want me to motivate you to, yeah. So if you are in your 30, that's the best time. You still have 1 year to, to get a job, so you can improve your skills. Right? That's what you do. Improve your skills. That's very important nowadays. Skills are more important than degree, as everyone knows. Okay, Mr. Mondal says, I'm learning Python from your YouTube videos. Thanks for sharing. Oh, thank you so much. Is there any software for Ubuntu? Oh, I forgot the software name. I used it in my Ubuntu. What's the software name? Even I forgot. So I will let you know. Let me just switch back to my Ubuntu. I'm using a recording software. I'm not able to recall the software name. So I will let you know. So I will post that in the community tab after this. Is Linux and Windows are the same in working area? No, they are a bit different. So for programmers, Linux is great. So that's it, everyone. That's my live session. See you in the next live session. Thank you so much for joining. So to end it everywhere. Hush.